learning the Selenium, Java with Selenium. Okay, so the first session means we start with the Java and then Selenium. So in the automation testing, what we are going to find, testing is what, finding defects and something. Okay, and what is defect, bug and error we explain. So manual testing is very important. Okay, we should have the strong concept of the manual testing so that we can go for the automation. Okay, and you will get the salary like a developer in automation. Okay, the same salary you are getting as an automation tester. Okay, and so the developer which have the salary, that is will be the same salary for the automation also. Okay, so that is a level of the developer. Automation testing is level of developer. Okay, see here, what is unit testing, what is regression testing, what is retesting. Okay, and automation we are using one tool that is known as the Selenium. What is the Selenium? It's a web-based automation tool or library. Okay, it's a library, Java library, not Java, but it support all. Okay, so Selenium is web-based automation tool, and it is developed by the Jason Huggins. Okay, that is ThoughtWorks is name of company in Chicago, and it's open source and freeware. So it's a collection of multiple ID, driver and grid. Okay, so we have the three components here. Selenium WebDriver. So this is used for what? Web application testing. So we are using the web application testing, that is Selenium WebDriver. Selenium ID is only for the recording the test case. Okay, so if you want to record and maintain plug and play, so we can use the ID. So if you want to use a distributed environment, if you want to do the testing on the distributed environment, then we have this next component, that is what? Selenium grid. Okay, that I have already explained. So you can go through the selenium.dev official website, and you can see here three main component here: Selenium WebDriver, Selenium ID and Selenium grid. So you focus on the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, this entire session we are going to entire sessions means Selenium WebDriver. Okay, that is used to automate the web applications. We are going to learn this one entire. Okay, then this is just for a video, capturing the video. Okay, we need to add plugins to the browser, and it is going to capture this video. Okay, and this is Selenium grid is a distributed environment is work. If once you know this one, so no need to get this knowledge. Okay, just learn one videos from the YouTube free, and you will get the knowledge about the Selenium. But this is very important. Okay, we are covering this one. That is what it would take the 45 days to cover the Selenium, 40 days for the Java. Okay, so because we are going to very deep in the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, we are going to do the complex automation testing. Okay, complex web application testing, that is very beneficial. Okay, so my challenge is that means once you learn this manual, the manual testing side you have learned, and also after learning the Java and Selenium, that is automation testing, so mm, you can go with the 6 to 5 year as an experience. I mean, this such type of knowledge you will get from this training session. Okay, real time knowledge, but that is your depend on you. So how you are going to utilize your knowledge? Okay, in terms of the practical, that is very important. Okay, so these are the what components. And now what are the types of application that we have in the market? So that is web application, which is used to run the on browser. Okay, so to run the web application we require a browser, right, and internet connections. Okay, right, internet connection. So we can run this web application from mobile tab and laptop and any system. Okay, computer, right? So we can run on this browser. So to open the web application we require a browser. Okay, so for example Facebook, if you want to open, so if you have the mobile Google Chrome or something Safari, so you can open that one, or otherwise you have to download the app that is known as mobile application. Okay, you can download the from Play Store, Google Chrome, or for the Mac, uh, Apple mobiles, you can Apple Store. Okay, you can start download from the Apple Store. That is downloaded. That is mobile application. The testing the web application is a different. Testing the mobile application is a different, and testing the standalone system is also different. Okay, So nowadays this is not in the market. Okay, the desktop applications and standalone. So we'll focus on the mobile application and web application. So we have the different tool for testing the web application. The for the automation, we have the Selenium is the most powerful tool for the web application. And for the mobile application, the AppM is the most powerful tool for the mobile application testing. And the okay, for the automation, not manual. Manual you can do anything, but for the automation you have to do. So in the last class we seen the some advantages of the Selenium. It's open source and freeware and support a multiple operating system, Windows, Linux, Mac. Also support a multiple browsers. So it's compatible with the, all this browser. Okay, whether you are going to open the your web application in Google Chrome or in Safari browser or any Edge, Microsoft Edge or Mozilla Firefox. Okay, then it supports multiple languages, so we can write the code with the Selenium, with Java, with Python, with C Sharp and etc. Okay, so we can integrate the third party tools into the Selenium. Okay, because for the reporting we don't have the inbuilt features for the Selenium for the reporting, so that we need to add uh, the report, that is pom.xml. We need to add some plugins, we have to add some test engine framework and everything. So but it is easily get integrated with the Selenium, but by default it's not provided. Okay, we have to add some third party tools, APIs. So these are what advantages we have seen, and the disadvantages or the limitation of this Selenium is what is the limitations for the Selenium. So it is only used to test the web application, not for the mobile application, right? Am I right? So this is one of the, we can say this is the one of the disadvantage or limitation. Okay, by using the Selenium we can only automate the web application, not mobile application. So this is also not support to the Windows based application, means standalone system. Okay, it's not supported a standalone system, means this one. For mobile application and for desktop application, means a standalone system, it's not support the Selenium. Okay, so standalone, yeah, or a desktop application means what? The application which is run is installable and it is only run in the single computer. Okay, and then we just install exe file, next and finish. Okay, so that is what desktop based application. Only single database will be there in your system. Okay, like Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint. Then so it cannot not support Windows based application. Okay, cannot support to test Windows based application. Okay, so if you want to automate a Windows based application, then we have the something tools. Okay, so we have the something tools for to test the standalone applications. Okay, so we have something auto AI, auto IT. Okay, so this is one of the tool. It is used to test the Windows based applications. Okay, Windows based means standalone system. Okay, so it's a freeware programming language for Microsoft Windows, and it's released, it was primary. Okay, to create the automation script for the Windows based programs, but has since grown to include enhancement in both programming language and this one. Nowadays this is what programming language. So this tool is used to for what? Windows based application testing, to automate a Windows based GUI application, so we use this one. Okay, again we have the different tools, auto IT, then okay, SQL, we have the SQL also, SQLi. Okay, this is the tool is used for the automation, the web based application, GUI based or standalone system. Okay, SQLi, user interface design. Okay, open source project. So what is the use for? SQL is a powerful and open source tool for test automation. Okay, this is auto test. It can automate anything which is displayed on the screen. Okay, so most of the things for the GUI base means Windows base. Okay, that is Windows base application can test. Okay, so we have the different tools. Again, we have uh, next one is what, SQL and robot API. Also, we have the robot API. So you cannot support the Windows based application. So if you want here the Windows based application support, then we have the, if you want to test the Windows based GUI based application standalone system, so we have the different tools. Okay, auto IT. Okay, to automation, to automate or to automate testing. Okay, we can give here just GUI or Windows based GUI. Okay, Windows based application or standalone system application. If you want to automate, then we can use, here what, this one, SQL, then robot API. Okay, these are the tools for to automate the web based application, GUI based. Okay, so we can see here the robot API. So robot API it's a framework to, it is used to test the Windows based applications. Okay, so some of the tools are Java based program interface. Okay, so this is what disadvantage, it is not used to test the web, sorry, Windows based application. Also it is not used to test the mobile based application. Okay, this is what limitation. Then we don't have the reporting also. Okay, cannot support mobile based application. Okay, but if you use, okay, if you use here Appium, okay, then we can Appian plus Selenium. Okay, then we can use. Okay, directly Selenium is not support to the mobile based application. Okay, but indirectly we can test by using what, Appium library, Appian tool. Okay, so Appian plus Selenium for Android. Okay, Studio and etc. So cannot support mobile based application. So my, I'm going to write this one in the last because I cannot say directly ki it's not supported, but it's a Selenium we use for the mobile application, but we need to add one tool, that is what, Appium. Okay, to get the mobile interface in the Selenium, but we write a code in the Selenium. We can write we are going to integrate with the Selenium with Appiums for the test suite. Okay, we write the code in the Appium with Android. Okay, so that is another thing, but simply you can say directly is not support to the mobile based application. Okay, not it is going to test. Then if you want to test the mobile based application, you have the Appium. Then for the Appium we also install the Java plus Selenium. Okay, to perform the mobile based testing in the laptop or in a system by using the Appium tool, we should have the Java with Selenium and Android. Okay, a lot of installation we require. Okay, so reporting is not supporting here. Okay, so reporting not supported. Reporting means what, how many test cases are fail and how many test cases are pass. Okay, so the reporting not support in the Selenium, but if you want to support reporting in the Selenium, so we have the third party libraries. Okay, we have the third party tools, that is what, test ng is a framework. So we can use the TestNG framework. We can integrate the Selenium with the TestNG framework so that we can do the reporting of the test cases. Means how many test cases are failed, how many test cases are passed. Okay, that is reporting. Then also we can integrate, okay, extend reports. Okay, so we have a lot of tools also, allure reports and something etc. Okay, so we can use this one. Means indirectly we don't have facility in the Selenium, but it is used to but we can integrate this one. Okay, we can integrate with the test engine framework. This is in our syllabus. We are going to cover this one. Okay, this one. And in the automation they are going to write their own framework. Okay, how to create own framework we are also covering, don't worry. So also it cannot support Excel. Okay, Excel files. So this is very very important. If this is not support the Excel file, then what is the use of this Selenium? Because we have a lot of data. Okay, we have a lot of data to test the by using the automation script, right? So directly it is not supported to the Selenium. Directly Selenium is not supported to the Excel file to uploading and downloading. Okay, we have a lot of data from the Excel sheet. We are going to upload this Excel sheet and we are going to pass the some test cases. We are going to check the username and password for the 1000 users. Okay, 1000 users are there. So if you do one by one manually, so how many times you require to enter? 1000 times you have to enter the username and password. Okay, so this is difficult job for the doing the manually testing. So what we need to do, just make a one Excel and you can insert the username column, so all the username and respected with the password in the password field. Okay, means that column. So 1000 username and 1000 password. Okay, so now just upload this, write some script, automation script, and upload the Excel sheet and it will be execute automatically within the fraction of second. You will get the result. This username password is okay, this is passed, this is failed. Okay, so this is important thing. So the directly is not supported the Selenium to the Excel file, but we can integrate to support the Excel file with the Selenium. Already see advantages. Okay, it support a multiple browser, it support a multiple languages, and it's integrate the third party tools into the Selenium. So we can integrate any tool into the means integrated uh, third party tools in the Selenium as per our requirement. So it cannot support the Excel file. That means if you want to use the Excel file in the Selenium, okay, we are going to also cover this one for the Excel sheet. That is very very important. Okay, real time purpose in the industry. So if you want to use the Excel in the Selenium, so we can also integrate one. Okay, so for this one we can have the tool that is known as Apache POI, Apache POI. Okay, so we have this tool. Okay, so we can use here to use. Okay, then we can to use the then okay, so use Apache POI. So we can integrate this tool with the Selenium, and now it is ready to use. Okay, so it cannot support the mobile based application. Okay, that is also the advantage. Then we can use here the APM. Okay, for the APM. Okay, here report Selenium. We can use Selenium. Okay, many Android etc. and many softwares installation is required for mobile testing for the automation. Okay, so also the one disadvantage is what, it's not support to the graph testing. Okay, graphs and captcha. Okay, not support for a captcha and graph testing. Okay, so need to do this manually. Okay, so now this is about some advantages and disadvantages for the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, Selenium tool. So what are the various versions are available for the Selenium? You can see here the Selenium versions, what were the old version and whatever the current version of the Selenium we are going to learn here. Okay, current version. So current version is what, 4. Okay, 4.0 is the current version, right? 4.0 is the current version. So whatever we have the version right now, we are going to learn the latest version. Okay, we are going to learn here the latest version. So let us see the some history about the versions of the Selenium first, and then we will get started with the Java. Okay, so here the version history is available or not. Just I'm going to check here. So we have the current version is 4 here. Okay, so we are going to always use the current version, fourth version. Okay, 4.0, 4.1, 2.2. Okay, so here is the getting started. So let's see here the documentation. Okay, the documentation, I'm going to find any old versions documentation. Okay, let's see here the versions. All example works in the Selenium 4. Okay, but check here the any Selenium component. Let's see, find in the documentation. So this document is available only for the fourth version, 4.0 version. I am looking for the previous versions is there in documentation is available. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Just I'm going to add so data. Okay, versions. Okay, Selenium versions. So what was the 1.0, 1.x, 1.2? Okay, see here the Selenium versions. Okay, let's see the some Selenium versions. So Selenium initially started with 1.x. X time x means 1 to 9, 1 to 10. Okay, x means 1 to 10. Okay, Selenium 1.0, 1.1, 1.10, something anything. Okay, 1.x. X stand for what? Number. Okay, that is a number. X means number 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, so in that version that is covering what IDE. Okay, it was working with the Firefox. Firefox what? What is the Firefox? This is a browser. And yes, and there is the versions for what? It is used for RC and grid. Okay, so the Selenium providing the ID, that is ID is for what? Recording and playing and recording. Okay, recording the test cases means video recording for the test cases, and it is only integrated with the one browser, that is what Firefox browser, not with the Google Chrome. And there was also the one another component, that is what RC is a remote control. Okay, remote control, and this is the grid is also available. So remote control means what? This is used to test what? The remote testing. Okay, but this is deprecated nowadays. We don't have the RC, only we have the 4 component. Okay, sorry, 3 component nowadays. So RC is get deprecated. Okay, we have only the 3 component. You can see here Selenium WebDriver, Selenium ID, and Selenium Grid. There were first RC also there, but RC is deprecated. Okay, right now we are not using the RC, that is remote control. So in the next version of Selenium 1.2, okay, so in this here we don't have the web driver. Okay, Selenium web driver we don't have. Only we are going to just recording the test cases, recording and playing. Okay, this RC and grid, but we don't have the web driver. So next Selenium version is launched 2.x. To x means 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, so in the 2.x at that, so ID was also there. Okay, so ID components also there. Then here the RCs get deprecated, and then web driver is available. Okay, so from Selenium 2.0 we have the web driver. This is used to test the web application. Okay, so it is used to test the web application. Now in the next one, Selenium 3.x, okay, 1 2 3 4 whatever. Okay, so also 3.x have the all this version, but in this 3.x, so the IDE is only supporting for Firefox, and now the IDE is supporting for Google Chrome also. Okay, Chrome browser it is going to support it, and also we have the same WebDriver and grid. The grid is for distributed environment. Okay, so now the next version is added, that is 4.x. The same thing we have, but here the one browser get added, that is what Edge browser. So this IDE, the plug and play which is going to integrate with the browser. Okay, so it is also at the Edge browser now in the 4.x. Okay, and now the current version is 4.x is going on. Now the current version is 4.10. Okay, so this is also the same one. And what is the latest version right now? So we have here the latest version is 4.10. Okay, 4.10, can see here the latest version. Okay, let's see here which version is going on currently. Okay, so this is what documentation. Okay, so this is version 4.0. Okay, this is what 4.0. And if you want to learn something, okay, just click on this overview. Okay, ID is great, WebDriver, and showing something. Just click on this download, and you can find here the version for the Java. Okay, so this is what 4.12. Okay, it's the current version now, 4.12. This is for September. Okay, the current version, and you can see the here the doc. Okay, API docs. Okay, just overview. API docs. Okay, and just check here different one. Change logs. Okay, version 4.12.1. Okay, this is what latest version. Okay, this is latest version. The supported the CDI versions, Safari, and it's added to the Safari driver services. Okay, removing the browser version before sending play load something. Selenium manager don't lock path. Okay, so some every here, so every next version this will get the good things. Okay, so here 4.12 is the latest version. Okay, that is what September 4th we get. This is what jar file is get added here. Okay, 4.12. So here I am going to add 4.12 is the latest version. Okay, so from September. Okay, okay, so it will get downloaded. Okay, so this one 4.12 from the for this Java. Okay, and for all it's having the 4.12. Okay, you can see the Ruby also having the 4.12. You can see the C sharp or Python having the 4.12. So 4.12 is the latest version. Okay, so 4.12 is the latest Selenium version. Okay, so 4.12. Okay, you can see the latest stable version is 4.12. Just we can see the previous version 4.11. Okay, and you can see the documentation for the 4.12. Okay, so the 4.0 also the same documentation for the 4.0. Okay, just it's the 11th version. Okay, version 4 but 11th 4.11, or you can say 4.12 same. Okay, so this is what latest version, and we are going to also use the same latest version. Okay, No, this is about what? Selenium versions, right? So this is about some short intro about Selenium. Okay, so in this automations, what we are going to cover just some major topics, major chapters we can say. Okay, we already explained. Okay, just I'm going to write once again. So the core Java programming, we are going to start this chapter. Okay, core Java programming. This is one module. Okay, so it will take means 40 to 45 days. Okay, then next module, that is what? Selenium module. Okay, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, it's also take the 40 to 45 days session. Okay, so then module 3, with the Selenium we are going to learn some different frameworks like TestNG framework. Okay, along with live project, along with project. So we'll see the whatever the project we see in manual testing, that is e-commerce domain. So I'm also covering the e-commerce domain. Okay, then we can integrate this project in module number 4. We are going to integrate this project. Okay, so this module 1 and this module 2, 3, 4, 5, and everything's that is the same. We are going to cover in these days. Okay, module 2 2, it will take 4 to 5 days from module 2. Okay, module 1 is going to take the 40 to 45 days, and the module from the module 2, it will take the 40 to 45 days for covering the everything. Okay, so in the module 4, just we going to learn the Maven, then Jenkins. Okay, Git or Git. Okay, GitHub, right? And BDD, that is what? Cucumber. Okay, for 2 sessions. Okay, that's why I have divided into the module number 4. Okay, and we can also see the some resume preparation and discussion. Okay, we can go for the resume preparation for automations. Okay, interview and then important questions, everything. Okay, mock. So this is what we are going to covering in our syllabus. And every recorded sessions will be available on YouTube. Okay, then notes, important material. Okay, recorded sessions, notes, important material, that is provided. Okay, already we have this Google Drive. Okay, and the Google Drive I have made the some folder. Okay, manual testing folder and automation testing folder. Okay, so everything you will get from the that folders. Okay, so this is about Selenium, and now let us start the Java. Okay, just I'm going to making one folder. That folder name is what? Core Java. Okay, and here I'm writing something here. Okay, day one or class one, whatever. Okay, day one. Okay, yes. So the core Java. So what is Java? Yes, anyone? What do you know about this Java?
Is a language? Yes.
Yes. Which language?
A scripting language, writing language.
So whatever you are speaking, our language is this type of language or which type of language?
No, no, it's like a scripting, like a data scripting language for data, like coding.
Coding. So it's a computer programming language. Okay. Okay. So good. So it's a programming language. Okay. We are also talking with the language. Okay. We are also speaking with language. That is also the language. But this is human understanding language. Okay, so the person which is belong to that particular region, only that person can understand this language. Okay, and the sometimes when the people from the one country and he doesn't know their his mother tongue, so then and he suddenly come to the he invited for giving the speech in their assembly. Okay, so some then what is going to be happen there, so he will going to speak, then he will not understand the people who are belong to that assembly. Okay, and the people are saying something, so he will the speaker will cannot understand. So that what in that time what is going to be matter there, so they are going to use their one intermediator, right? So he is the intermediator. So what is that intermediator can translate that language into their understandable format, and also he can translate their language into that speaker understandable format, so that they can both communicate through the intermediate. Okay. So similarly, we have the human can understand this language that human can write. Like I am going to write here what core Java. Okay, but the computer is doesn't understand this core Java. Okay, so computer is understand only the 010101 programming language, right? That is in the digital format. That means whatever you are going to write in the core Java, that is decoded into the binary forms, so that the computer can understand. Am I right? So this is what one of the intermediator is there, that is known as translator. Okay, this is known as translator. We can say the assembler and which one is that? Compiler, right? Is there a compiler? Yes. So the compiler interpreter is there. Okay. So that's why we have here what compiler and interpreter, right? Compiler and interpreter that plays a very important role. Okay. So that the programming language Java, C, C++ these are programming language. Okay, then we write the code in terms of high level means human understanding, then the code is get converted into the low level code, okay, by using the compiler. Okay, so compiler compile the code into that is converted into low level, okay, that is understandable to the machine, then it will interact and is give the output that is also convertible and interactable with the human understanding. Okay, that is what compiler and interpreter will give input and output. Okay, high level to low level and low level to high level. Okay, so this is important for conversions here. So that's why if you want to communicate the with computer, so we need to have the some computer programming language, so that we can give the some, we can write the some code, state of state code, and then it will get automate. Okay, and we will get the something output, right? So easily the code can understand. Okay, if you write proper Java syntax, so it will computer will understand. If you write a proper HTML scripting, so you will understand. But if you mix something C with Java, so you will get an error. That is what compilations error. Okay, so the person only understand the Hindi language, so you can give only the statement in Hindi. Okay, if you provided the English statement, so it will gives an error. Okay, that person will show this is an error. Okay, I cannot compatible, or I cannot interpret it, I cannot compile this one. Okay, will I will give the compilation error. Okay, something the person is only having knowledge of the English, and he don't know the Marathi and Hindi. So we have the four lines of English, okay, statement, and there is a three words in Hindi and Marathi. Okay, whatever they have written in the English he can understand, but whatever they written in the Marathi or English Hindi, okay, he cannot understand, right? So it will so he will say this is an error. Okay, because I did not understand. So this is what compilation error. We can say this is what compilation, right? So he found the error, so he cannot go forward again. Okay, so that's why the whenever the we are going to write the code in the Java, so the code should be in the Java. Okay, if you know the syntax of Java, okay, so we need to write only the whatever the features, that is keywords are available Java, we need to write this one. Okay, same thing. If you did mistake in the code in the core Java, so it will give an error automatically. So we have to follow the standard formats. Each and every programming languages have their standard format. Okay, standard format, that is a standard syntax. If you know the C programming language, you can easily learn the C++. Okay, if you know the C programming, you can easily learn the C++. And if you know the both C and C++, then you can easily learn the Java, right? You can easily learn the Java. So what happened? I don't know C language and I don't know the C++. I want to learn the direct Java. No problem. Okay, no problem. You can directly learn to the Java. Okay, so just simply say C is a programming language. It is just a procedural oriented programming language. Procedural. Okay, there is a no class and objects are available in C. Okay, it's a functional programming language. Okay, procedural. Okay, it's a procedural programming language, and there is a no security in the C programming language, means we can not hiding the data in the C. Okay, and it is used to for low level as well as high level application. Okay, so that is what a disadvantage of the C. We are not going to hide the data in the C. So that's what, if you hide the data, something the OOPS concept is required, object oriented programming language. Okay, object oriented concept is required. So that's why the Dennis Ritchie integrated this C into the C++. Okay, and Dennis Ritchie not. Dennis Ritchie is the founder of C, and C++, founder of C++, Bjarne Storstop. Okay, Bjarne Storstop is the founder of C++. His what PhD project. So that he's added here the OOPS concept. That is what inheritance. Okay, here then we can provide the security, means we can hide the data here. Okay, for example, why we need to hide the data? Suppose you have your bank account. Okay, and now the only one person, you are the only one person, you can view your own balance. Okay, you can view your own balance by providing the some important fields. No other person can see your account details. So that means account balance is the private. Okay, name is the public. Suppose name is the public, so anyone can view your name, that is what public. Private means if you provided the security, that is what private, only you authorized person can do. And protecting means we are providing the something password there, so that we can also share the password with others, so that he can also use that one. For example, there is a one car in our home, and there is only one key is available for the car, but we are using the three people in the one home. So you can see here the parent purchased the car. Okay, parent means the father has purchased the car. Okay, and the he has kept the key to the home, so his son can also inherited that features. Okay, the car is inherited from the father. Okay, so he can also use this key and he can also use this car. Okay, he can also drive this car. That is what inheritance. But the person from the other family, he cannot come and he cannot take the key from their home, because this is not protected now. Okay, and if the father has not taken the key that home, he has only keep in his pocket, so it is going to become a private. Okay, the key is going to become a private, right? Are you getting my point? Protected means only the members in the home they are accessing. Okay, but not other members. Okay, only home, right? Now private means just for personal. Okay, that is private. So public, private, protected, these are the features from the inheritance concept. So this concept is available in the OOPS, means we are going to hiding the data and showing the data. Okay, that is data abstraction security we have added in the OOPS concept. That is what the C++ programming language invented. But also there is a disadvantage, because by using the C++ we are not going to develop the web application. Okay, we cannot develop the web application. This is also disadvantage. So by using the this one, we need some programming language. Okay, to develop the standalone system web application and other kind of the web application. Then Java is comes in the market. So Java is developed by the James Gosling. Okay, the Java is developed by the James Gosling. Okay, so what is the main purpose of this Java? Everyone should use the Java. Okay, so in 1995 has developed the Java. Okay, so here the Java is developed using the C++ and C and C++ nowadays are using. C is used to create a driver. Okay, it is used to create a web drivers, right? Networking driver. C and C++ programming language are used in the medical appliances. For example, CT scan machine, MRI machines. Okay, because C and programming language are high level as well as low level. So it is interacted with the machine also. Okay, it is interacted with machine. So also the C++ programming language, they develop the MySQL database. Okay, and many programming language are invented from the C++. Can see from the C programming language, C++ is developed, and C is the base of the all. You can say the C is the mother of all the programming language. Okay, C is the mother of all the programming language. So from the C, all these programming languages are developed. C is also from the C and C++, Java is developed. Okay, from C the Python is also developed. Okay, all these programming language are made up of C and C++. Okay, so that's why C is called the mother of all programming language. Is that clear? So Java is comes in the picture, and other programming languages are made up from the C and C++. You can see the core part of the Google Chrome is also designed in C++. Okay, gaming application, you know the Dev. If you know that the Dev game, do you know this game Dev? Have you heard about this Dev game?
No.
So just early computer started that time, and this one Dev game is most popular 2D game. It's a 2D game. You know the Road Rash, or you know Mario 2D game Mario. Do you know Mario?
Yeah,
Ha. Yes, yes. Mario game. Then Contra.
I don't really play games. Sorry.
Okay, so this the games in our childhood game. Okay, so this is starting, and these are all are the 2D games. Okay, 2D, Dave, Road Race, something. Okay, Mario. These are the 2D game, two dimensional. These are games are developed in the C and C++. Okay, these are designed in C and C++ programming language. Okay, and nowadays we have the all 3D games. Okay, so this is also the most popular for them. Then the Java has come into market, and there is a huge story about the Java, but it's not required for this our syllabus. Okay, I can provide very detailed knowledge about the Java, about the history of C, about history of C++ and everything. But whatever we require, that I am going to cover here, because we have to know as a tester what important things we should have to know from the Java. Okay, as a tester, what is important from the Java I am going to cover here. Okay, I am not going to take the any details, any history. Okay, if you are interested for the history, you can ask me anytime, then I will explain that one. Okay, why James Gosling covered in the core Java, etc. Okay, I am going to show you that person, James Gosling. Okay, he is the person. Okay, he is a James Gosling, right? Okay, he is the James Gosling, creator of Java. And that time, he is the only one person he is fighting with the Microsoft. Okay, and that time there was a .NET programming. So for the web application, they have the ASP.NET and C#.NET. And for the developing the web standalone system, they have the VB.NET. Okay, so three packages they have invented for the Microsoft. So only one person is the James Gosling invented the Java program language. His aim is that to use from child to old age people. Okay, so everyone should use the Java. So that's why then the Symbian operating system mobile is comes in the market. Do you know the Symbian operating system mobiles? Symbian operating system mobile have you used? Sys file. Don't know mobile? Symbian operating system. Nokia mobiles. In earlier mobiles, in the earlier Nokia mobile, they have the Symbian operating system, multimedia mobile. Do you know Symbian operating system? 7610, do you know? Mobile or Engage or gaming mobile? Have which Nokia mobile you use earlier means when the 310? It's a multimedia. This one? Okay, so yeah. So Nokia 33 110, you can see there the operating system was Symbian. Okay, let us see. The operating system was Symbian. 3310 OS. You can see the OS was Symbian. Okay, so it's a Java based operating system. You can see what is that here? Java based OS. Are you getting my point? Okay, so Java based. So at that time, the we can see this mobile, right? 3310 something. Okay, so I was used there something 7610, and it's very high cost that time. Okay, this one 7610. Okay, means in the 2008 or 6. Okay, 2006 or 2004, right? So in the 2006, this I was with my mobile, but it's very high cost. Okay, so that is what here using what Symbian OS. Are you getting here? Symbian. Okay, see the Symbian OS is the multiple what is that multimedia operating system. It's come from what? Java. Okay, it's a Java, right? Symbian operating system. That is what the app that uses app applications there. That is what sys file. Okay, sys file means Symbian operating system. That is uses here. Okay, Java based applications. And so, what is the aim of this James Gosling? to use this one Java in mobile, to use the Java in tablet, to use the Java in programming in laptop, to use the Java in refrigerator, to use the Java in Tata Sky means what is that? Tata Sky is what? Tata Sky, then DTH. What is this? DTH Tata Sky. What we can say? DTH. You can say direct to home. Huh? So there, then machine also using the JavaScript. Also in a remote, okay, scripting, washing machine. Okay, so his aim was very used. So then the 1991 the Java started, but it sometimes his research on this different areas of 5 years again his research and completely the full version was invented in 1995 with full version. Okay, so they have given the name as a JDK. Okay, J is what are the name there? JEE. Okay, then JSE and JME. Okay, so three versions they he has come invented. That is what Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Okay, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, and before earlier they uses here the 2. Okay, in this 2, and nowadays we directly use here that is remove the 2. Okay, so and then in the October 2010, so the Java is acquired by the Oracle. Okay, so now the Oracle is the owner of Java. Okay, Oracle is the owner of Java now. Okay, Java 2 Standard Edition. It is used to develop the standalone system. Okay, it's a enterprise edition. Okay, it is used to develop the web application, enterprise application. Okay, enterprise मतलब huge application, huge web application, enterprise web application. Okay, it's a standard edition. Okay, it is used to develop the standalone system. Okay, it's a JME for micro edition. Okay, that is used in the mobile Java 2 micro edition or mobile edition. Okay, micro edition or something you can say the mobiles. So these are the versions. Okay, so here the Java is get most popular that time, and everyone using the Java. Okay, his aim was everyone use Java, and nowadays Java is a basic for all. Okay, nowadays Java is the basic for all. Okay, Java is the dependency for all. So Java is dependency for Selenium. Java is dependent for everyone, every platform. Okay, for dev apps, every platform the Java is dependent. Okay, it's very dependent. Java is very dependent for the every platform nowadays. Okay, okay. So before that there is a Sun Java, and nowadays the Java is a product of now Oracle company. Okay, Oracle. It was the Sun Microsystem, and now it is the product of Oracle. Okay, in the from the 2010, so Oracle acquired the Java. Okay, you can see here. Let us see the Java, and here the Java symbol of Java was oak. Sorry, symbol of Java is coffee, right? Java symbol. There is also the history for the Java symbol. Okay, you can see this is the hot coffee, right? Okay, hot coffee. So before this Java, you know the what is the name of the Java before? Do you know? Before the Java, James Gosling has given the different name to the his programming language. Which one? So the name was here Oak. Okay, old name is Oak, but Oak name is same as a tree name, so it is not going to register with this name. So that's why he skipped whatever this idea come in his mind, and he has given just Java. That's it. Okay, Oak is just the name of the tree, and old name was the oak, but it's not registered with the oak. Okay, due to they're getting the some issue, so they he has registered the name as Java, and there is a no abbreviation of Java. Okay, J means something, A means something, V means something, and A means nothing. Okay, there is a no abbreviation. Okay, because James Gosling has in told, okay, there is a no abbreviation of Java. Okay, there is a no abbreviation in Java, right? You can see here the old name of Java. Okay, Java old name, and why it's copy. Drink the hot coffee and blow your mind and write the code. Okay, that's it. You can see what is that oak. The language was initially called oak after an oak tree. Oak is the name of tree that stood outside Gosling office. Okay, that tree was outside the Gosling office. So the latter the project went by the name Green and was finally renamed as Java. So from the Java coffee, a type of coffee from the Indonesia. Okay, from Java coffee. Okay, the type of coffee from the Indonesia. That's it. Okay, so he is the James Gosling and he is still alive. Huh? He's not dead. Okay, okay. And nowadays, the Oracle. Okay, so Java was in the Sun Microsystem. Okay, Sun Micro system. So that time, if you want to become a Java certification, so you are going to become a Sun certified. Okay, Sun certified. James Gosling in 1990s. Okay, and from the 2010, it is with the Oracle. Okay, when Java acquired, you can see when Java acquired by Oracle. Okay, in February or 2010. So you can see the acquisition of the Sun Microsystem by Oracle Corporation was completed in January 2010. Okay, January 27, 2010. Right. So you can see the Sun Microsystem now become acquired by the Oracle company. Okay, now the Java is the product of Sun was losing money looking for the white knight. Okay, so this something is available. Okay, okay, he is a James Gosling, and he has seen the many decade. Okay, of the programming when it started from 1990, and Java is never end now. Okay, the Java is never end as a developer, as a tester, or everything. Whatever the new programming language will become, but Java is never end because Java is the base for everything. Okay, Java is the base for app development, mobile application development. Java is the base for Selenium. Java is the base for testing. Java is the base for development. Java is the base for developing the any framework. Okay, so because Java is the more base. Okay, and there is a no end of the Java. Whatever the new programming language comes in the market, but they are not going to fight with the Java. Okay, you know the Python. Python, okay, but Python is having a different feature, Java is also a different feature. It's not going to fight with the Java. Okay, sometimes the Python will get shut down, but Java will never shut down. Why the Python in the boom? Java comes in the market in 1990s. Okay, Python is also come in the market in 1990. Okay, in 1995 full feature of the Java in 1990, but Python is what not popular. Why? Because it is not providing the inbuilt features. You know, the Python is interactive. Now the some company organization have made some integration with the Python, so now it is providing the integration with the Python. Many tools are integrated with the Pythons nowadays. That's why Python is become more popular for the AI. That's it. Okay, so Java is the Java, Python is the Python, so no one can replace the Java. Okay, right now we don't have the replacement for the Java. Okay, He is the father of all. Okay, by using the Java is the base dependency. Okay, Java is dependent for all. That's why if you learn the Java, you can go for the testing, you can go for the development, you can after learning the Java, you can learn a different programming language, you can learn the Kotlin. Okay, lot of things are there. Okay, once you perfect the one programming language, you can easily learn the other programming language. Okay, and there is a no end of the Java. Okay, right now if you learn the Java, so you can also get the job after the 10 years also, no problem. Okay, means you can with the Java you can complete your profile in 15 to 20 years. Whatever the new programming language has been come, that is no problem, right? So this is about the something intro about the Java. Okay, so that is very important. Java programming, it's the base of all, right? So we know the some types of programming language. Okay, so that is what structural programming language. Okay, object oriented programming language. So I'm writing here something. Okay, what is Java? It's a programming language. Okay, what is Java? So it's a programming language, but it's we can say the object oriented programming language. It's a more than programming language, you can say. So Python is also the object oriented programming language. C++ is also the object oriented programming language. Okay, Java is also the object oriented programming language, right? So you can say the Java is object oriented programming language. It is used having the multiple uses. Okay, it's have the multiple features. Okay, so the language which follows the OOPS concept, object oriented concept, you can see here the languages follows the OOPS concept. We can see there object oriented programming language. Okay, so we can see the before that one, uh, what are the types of the programming language that we have in the market? Okay, types of programming languages, that is what structural programming language. Okay, structural programming language. Okay, you can see the structure. What is a structure programming language? Like a C, then Python, okay, etc. It's a structure. Then object based. Okay, we use here the object based programming languages. That is what VB, we create an object here. Okay, Visual Basic, VB script. Okay, something Python also there. Then object oriented. Okay, we have the classes and object. We create the classes and object. Okay, so we have something C++, Java, C sharp, okay, Python, PHP, etc. So many. So object based, object oriented, object based, and structural. Okay. So C is a procedural or structural functional programming language. Python is also the functional language. Python means we can say the Python is what structural as well as object oriented. Java is also the all. Okay. This one. Object based means which following the object. Okay, this type of the programming language we have. Okay, don't go any depth with this one. Okay, so whatever the important things we required for the Selenium, okay, Selenium point of view, that's I'm going to cover here. That is the important thing. Okay, writing the programming is very important. That's it. And how to write the Java code, that I am going to taking care of, take care of it. Okay, now you don't know anything about the programming language, and now you are going to learn the Java. You don't know C, you don't know C++. Directly we are going to learn the Java. Okay, directly. So no problem. So sometimes it will goes up and down from the head. Okay, but once you get started writing the code or doing the practice, so it will automatically come. Then the question will directly arise in your mind, and that time I will explain why C, why C++, why Java. Okay, so you'll not get automatically. Once you started writing the practice, then you will understand. Okay, so what are the OOPS concept that we know? What is the OOPS concept? Object oriented programming language. Okay, so Java is a object-oriented programming language. The language which follows the OOPS concept, that is known as object-oriented programming language. So what are the OOPS concept? Okay, what are the OOPS concept? Or use features we can say, or properties of OOPS. That is what class. Okay, can class object. Okay, class then object. This is not the properties of OOPS class and object. Okay, class and object is not a properties of OOPS, but we can say inheritance, polymorphism. This is one. Okay, but it's a just a part of the OOPS. Okay, object oriented. It's a part of the OOPS. Okay. Uh, uh, Whenever you are going to with the deep, so they will rejected that things. Okay, class and object are not the OOPS concept. Okay, it's a part of OOPS concept. It's not a OOPS concept. Okay, so I'm going to write here the class object like this way. Okay, and this one here, the concept, oops, concept is what? Polymorphism. If you learning as a developer point of view, okay, as a developer point of view, class and objects are not the oops concept, they will tell you, but it's a part of this oops concept. Okay, without class and object, then how we are going to use the polymorphism? That is the question. Okay, so polymorphism, then inheritance. In the old way, in the old books are written like this way: class and objects are the oops concept. Okay, in the old book they are written there. Okay, inheritance, then abstraction. Okay, then encapsulation. Okay, these are the oops concept. What is that? Polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, and encapsulation. Okay, this is very very important. So in interview they will ask the questions. Okay, they will definitely ask the question, what are the oops concept? So you can simply say, don't say the class and object, you can simply say polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, and encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. So in these features, okay, this oops concept we are going to learn deeply, don't worry. Okay, so poly means many, morphism means form. Polymorphism means many form, ability to take the many forms. Okay, ability to take the many forms, that is what polymorphism. Inheritance means what? Deriving the new properties. Okay, deriving the new class with the base class with the existing property, that is what inheritance. Okay, that is what child and parent. Okay, child is derived from the parent, that is what inheritance. Abstraction means what? We are going to hide the data. Okay, we are going to hide and showing the some data, that is what abstraction. Encapsulation means what? Winding of data into the single unit. Okay, like a capsule. In the capsule we have the different medicine, that is wind wrapping in the single unit, that is what single capsule, that is what encapsulation. All collections. So this concept we are going to use in the real time. Okay, we are going to see how the we are going to use in the Selenium and how the developer use this concept, and this is the very important. Okay, definitely they will ask the question on what is polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation. 101% mostly asked question of Java. Okay, so your automation interviews are divided into two parts. Okay, one is the Selenium part, second one is the Java programming part. Okay, if they are looking for the Python with Selenium, so they will ask the question on the Python and then Selenium. If they are looking for the automation tester as a Java with Selenium, then they will ask the question on Java, and next part they will ask the question in Selenium. Okay, so important things, that is very important. So these are what oops concept. Okay, then what are the features here? And if you do the Googles, okay, if you do the Google, so you will get the different feature, different means multiple features, like the book, we are going to write the book, and very vast data. Okay, so like this way. I am giving here the short. Okay, the Java I am giving you the short. If I given the long, very depth and everything, so you will not easily understand. But slowly I am going to explain you so that you will understand better. Okay, and then you are going to explore. This is not a time to explore. Okay, this is the time of learning, and then we are going to explore. So you can see the features of the Java. It's a platform independent. Then what is meant by the platform independent? Okay, and it's also the case sensitive. Means what is meant by case sensitive? What you understand the case sensitive means? Yes. How you can understand case sensitive means?
Uh, uh,
Yes.
you mean what you mean is the same by can sensitive?
Sorry, once again.
You mean can sensitive?
Case sensitive means?
We don't have to use the caps lock
Yes, yes,
for
yes.
instance.
Yes, caps lock and lower and upper character.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
So that is case sensitive. Means uh, they are having some standard syntax in the every programming language. They have some standard syntax. Okay, if you return here the class and class name something ABC, this is what name. ABC is the name, so you can write uppercase or lowercase, that it doesn't matter, but class is the keyword, so we can't use the C as a class. Okay, C as a capital we can't use, because the C capital, the class word is cannot understand by the Java compiler. Okay, but he can understand this word, so it will throws an error here. Okay, but he will understand here, so that it's a case sensitive. The HTML is a case, is not a case sensitive. Means if you write here the capital or you can write in the small, it doesn't matter in the HTML. But HTML is not a programming, it's a scripting. Okay, hypertext scripting. Okay, so C is also the case sensitive, C++ also the case sensitive, Java is also the case sensitive. Okay, Java is also the case sensitive, Python is also the case sensitive. Okay, and the platform independence. So here the platform means what? Operating system. Okay, you have the operating system Windows and you have written the application in the Java, right? And now the you have to deliver to the client, and client has the Linux operating system. You develop the web application using the Windows application because you have the Windows, and client has the Linux operating system. Then what is going to happen? You have to do the something modification in your code. Okay, if you have written the code in the C language, this is not going to deploy in C++, sorry, in Linux. If you, because C and C++ are the platform dependent programming language. Platform dependent means, okay, platform dependent means that is depend on your the platform. Okay, if you return the application, if you made any application on Windows, okay, so it cannot run on Linux. Okay, Linux or different OS operating system. Okay, or if you created C and C++ application, okay, using what? Linux OS. Okay, and we cannot transfer to the Windows. That is what important things here. Okay, so you have Windows based application, you have written the C and C++, you have written the code in C and C++ application, so that is not going to run on the Linux. And Linux, if you return the C and C++ code in the Linux OS, it's not going to run on the OS. Okay, that means we can say the C and C++ are platform dependent. Okay, this is what we can say, this is the C and C++ are the programming language. This is a platform dependent, which it's depend on the platform. But Java is a platform independent. Okay, so you can write the code anywhere in any programming language. Sorry, anywhere in any operating system. Okay, if you written the code using the Java, we made the application in the Windows, so it can be run on all the OS. Okay, it can be run on all OS, all operating system. Whether your vendor having, whether your client having the Linux OS, Mac OS, okay, any OS, no problem. Okay, or if you develop the application in Linux using Java, we can also deploy in Windows based application, Windows operating system, or you can develop the application using the Mac OS. Okay, Mac OS using the Java, you can also deploy on, you can also run on Windows, Unix, Linux, or you can say the any OS, any OS. Okay, any operating system. That's why Java is a platform independent. Okay, have you got it? Why the Java is platform independent? Because we can write the code once and you can execute the code anywhere. Okay, that's why the Java is called Aura. Okay, write once and run anywhere. Okay, write once and run anywhere. So there is no issue. If you are using the Mac operating system and you are written the code using the Mac operating system, the Java code, so the same Java code I am going to copy in my Windows based application I am going to run. So there is no issue. If your client is using the Windows and you are writing the code in the Linux operating system using the Java, no issue, because Java is the platform independent programming language. This is the most important benefit, and the interviewer can ask you the question, what is the platform independent and dependent? So he will ask you, Java is the platform independent or platform independent, dependent or independent. So you can simply say Java is the platform independent because it's not depend on the platform. Okay, but C and C++ are the program language depend on the platform. So if you created the application using the C language, so it will using the Windows, so it will be run on the Windows. If you will create the application on the Linux, so it will run on the Linux. That is what platform dependent. But Java, you can write a code in the Windows base, that is execute in the any operating system. Okay, that is what platform independent. So Java is the platform independent. Okay, not depend on the operating system. You use any operating system, write the code, that the same code will be executed in the different operating system. That's why Java is the platform independent. Have you got it? Yes, Java independent. Yes, Java is a independent operating system. Okay, you can say the platform independent. It's very important question and asked in the interviews. Okay, then we have the three component in the Java. Okay, in the next class we are going to install the Java and we are going to write some basic code. Okay, so what are the three components here? So just some important or something, the theoretical portion let me complete here first. Okay, three components are provided in the Java. Components. Okay, so once you download the Java, okay, how to download the JDK I will show you, don't worry. We will get here the three component. Okay, that is what JDK, then is what JRE, and third one is what JVM. Okay, so JDK is what Java development kit. Okay, JDK, it's a kit, Java development kit. So any developer, Java developer, okay, everyone uses Java. Okay, developer tester, JDK is required. Then Java, JRE means Java runtime environment, Java runtime environment. So this is very important. Whatever I am writing here, this is very important. Okay, so this is the basic things they will ask in the interview. What is JRE, what is JVM? Okay, what is JDK? Okay, what is JDK? What is JRE? What is JVM? This is a basic thing you should have to know. Okay, JVM is what? Java Virtual Machine. Okay, Java Virtual Machine. So JDK means what? Java Development Kit. That contains the entire uh, Java libraries and all. Okay, Java Development Kit. Okay, then having the Java runtime environment JRE. So here the program get executed, and Java Virtual Machine. So it's a compiler and interpretation will be going on. Okay, execute the code, then native base OS, and it is going to be give you in the human understandable format. Okay, that conversion is going on in the Java Virtual Machine. Okay, and whenever you are going to execute the code, so that is what in the bytecode. Okay, so one of the file is there. Okay, you can see the first dot java. This is what one file. Okay, okay, java first dot java file. Okay, so first dot java, and then if you compile this file. Okay, so if there is a no error, so it is going to become a dot class file. Okay, and this dot class file contains the bytecode. Okay, bytecode, this is known as bytecode. You're not understanding by the human. Okay, not understand by the human, right? And then we are going to write one code, that is what interpreter. Okay, interpret, and then that converted into the that class file into the human understandable format. That is what execute, or you can say run. Okay, so that is what interpreter. Okay, so two steps are required for the Java, that is what compile and interpret. Okay, so here the bytecode, they will ask you what is bytecode. Okay, first we compile and then execute or interpret. There the two steps are required. Okay, so whenever I am going to execute, whenever I am going to show you the installation of the JDK, then that time I will show you how to write the code and how to execute. Okay, so simply right now I am going to show you one code. Okay, just I am going to write one code. Okay, open this notepad. Okay, simple code I am writing, Java syntax. Okay, so the class I need to write in the class name. Okay, so here I am writing the class name is demo Java. Okay, and this is what syntax. Okay, and here is a public static void main. Public static, don't ask me what is public, what is static, and what is void main. Okay, public static void main. So right now you need to blindly follow me. Okay, yes, you need to blindly follow me for a few days, and then you will definitely understand. Okay, what is public, what is static, what is void. Okay, why should we write. Okay, right now this is the syntax for the Java code. Okay, you can understand this is the syntax. Just blindly follow the few days. Then after learning the some each and everything, so you will clearly understand what is public, what is static, what is void, what is main, what is string, and what is args. Okay, so here system dot out dot print ln. Okay, so here just I am writing hello Java. Okay, so this is what Java code, and I am just going to save this code in my directory C program files. There is JDK, Java, and JDK. Okay, 64-bit Java, JDK 8 bin. Okay, so I am giving here the demo Java dot Java file. Okay, so extension is required for what? Dot Java. Okay, what is the extension is required? Dot Java. Your file should be dot Java. Okay, this one, and this is not allowed to save in that location. So what I need to do here, I am going to save in the D drive. Okay, no problem. File name demo.java. Okay, no issue. Okay, now we need to compile this one. Okay, what we need to do, we have to compile this one. How to compile the code? But we are not going to write the code like this way. Okay, we are going to write the code in the id, that is Eclipse. Okay, we are going to write the code in the Eclipse. So just you can write here the Java, and let's see. Yeah, Java is working. So just I am going to write here the Java C. Okay, so also it's working, and just I am going to write here the Java C Java space hyphen hyphen version. Okay, and let us see here the which one is the version is selected is currently 17 version. Okay, my path is properly working. Okay, so now I am writing the code here, the statement Java C file name dot Java. This is for what? Java C file name dot Java. This is for what? Compilation. Okay, Java C, what is the file name? Demo java.java. Okay, so this is what compilation. Java C means C stand for compilation. Now you can see if there is a mistake in my code, so it will shows an error here. Okay, now is there any mistake in my code? No, that's why it not shows any error on my console, right? And if there is a no mistake is available in the code, so it will directly goes to the next terminal. Okay, sorry, next this one. Okay, and here the dot class file will be created. Now you can see, is there any dot class file will created? Okay, let us see dot class. Once the successfully is compiled, so we got the dot class file. You can see here, this is the Java files. Okay, you can see this is what Java file. Okay, let us show you. Okay, so you can see here demo. Okay, see the demo.java. This is what Java source file, and you can see the dot class file where it is created. Okay, you can see in the down, and this is what Java class file. Okay, let me open this dot class file, and you can see the code. This is known as bytecode. Okay, this is what bytecode. So we can't understand this one. Okay, so in the client they will provide a dot class file. Okay, class file. They will not provide the code. Okay, for the web application, for the client we are not going to provide a code. Okay, we are going to only give the class file. Okay, this is what code. Okay, demo java.java, it's what, this is what code, this is the code, and this code is get converted into the bytecode. Okay, this is what bytecode, right? This is the bytecode. So now, but our file is not executed yet. Okay, see, we have written into the Java C file name.java. That means the dot class file will get created. Now we are going to interpret, so that Java, that bytecode get converted into the human understandable format. Okay, native API, native OS. So here I am writing the Java space class name. Okay, this is what class name. So we will get here the output, that is what, hello Java, right? That was our output. Okay, hello Java was our output, right or wrong? Yes. See, this is what our output. In the double quote we have written whatever you are written system dot println, that is what output. It will print the output. Okay. So how many steps we required? Two steps. First is what? Java C file name dot Java. Second step was Java space file name. So then we get the output. Okay. This is the two steps are we required. Right. So here what? The syntax for execution of the file, but in the Eclipse we are not going to write this code, but in the interview point of view they will ask, that's why I am going to cover here. Okay, this is just the steps to execute Java code. Okay, so you have to create one Java file with extension of file name dot Java. Okay, this is Java file. Write the code with Java file, then open cmd. Okay, and write the steps here, what? Java, then space file name dot Java. Okay, then next one, sorry, here is the command is what? Java C, and then you can write Java, then class name. Okay, so if there is a successfully there is a no error, so the class file will be created. Okay, if no error, then dot class file will be created with bytecode. That code is known as bytecode. Okay, then you will get here the output. You get the actual output. Okay, this is the things. This is old fashioned, means the but interview point of view they will ask, but we are not going to use this one. Okay, it's a practice, but it's a children practice. Okay, but you should have to know this one. It's just 8 class, 10 class or something like this word practice I'm currently, but as a development point of view not. Okay, but you should have to know this one basic things whenever you are going to learn the something Java in deep and deep and deep, then you will understand this one. Okay, so this is what the steps I have written. Okay, so in the next class we are going to continue the Java. Okay, some what are the some versions, and the softwares are required, JDK and Eclipse. Okay, we are going to install. uh, okay, tomorrow you can share your screen. Okay, I will install the JDK and Eclipse. Okay, right? Hi Slim, are you there, Slim? Okay, so we'll share your screen also. Then I will explain how to install the softwares. Okay. Hello. Yeah. So tomorrow you have to just share the screen. I will explain you how to install the software JDK and Eclipse, and then we are going to start writing the coding also. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll do the Java installation, Eclipse installation. Once it is get installed, then we are going to start explanation and practice programming.